If you're into fighting games, you probably know that 2XKO is the talk of the town right now. With the deep pockets of Riot Games backing it financially and developmentally, many expect the new fighting game to dominate the FGC sphere when it comes out. With Riot touting the game as being beginner-friendly in an effort to usher in as many new players as possible, many were surprised to find out that of all the fighting game genres to choose from, Riot selected a tag fighter, a subgenre that is notoriously fast-paced and difficult to learn.
So, for those of you new to the genre and want to try out 2XKO when it finally releases, we want to answer one question. What the hell is a tag fighter?
A tag fighter is a fighting game where instead of selecting just one character, you pick 2 or 3. Once you're in the game, you have full control of one of those characters and at any time can do this. A tag fighter is like a tag team match in wrestling. You have one person in the ring, and at certain points, you're able to tag your partner in to help with an attack or swap places entirely. It's important to note that tag fighters are not the same as team fighters. The King of Fighters series is a team fighter, where you pick 3 characters, and during the match, they automatically sub in when the previous character gets KO'd. Tag fighters are much more fluid, allowing you to bring in assist characters to extend combos and swap in at any time.
Not bad. Okay, that leads into that. Okay, cool.
Usually you'll do this to allow your point character to recover their HP, because once they die, they're dead until the next round or game. Examples of popular tag fighters include the Marvel vs. Capcom series, Skullgirls, Power Rangers Battle for the Grid, BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, Tekken Tag Tournament 2, and Dragon Ball FighterZ. One of the great things about tag fighters is there's tons of diversity in team building. Sure, you can throw together a team of your favorite characters to start, but if you want to get good, it becomes increasingly important to consider character movesets and synergies. An example of a team synergy is whether all of their super attacks hit at the same time.
Level 1 into level 3, Hikari!
Most synergies come down to your playstyle. Are you a mix-up artist who is constantly trying to hit cross-up?
Oh! Disgusting! Massive mix!
Do you like cornering your opponent and laying on the pressure? Or are you a lab monster who loves turning one opening into huge damage?
You wanna learn how to do a fucking infinite?
Tag fighters offer tons of room for creativity and makes it hard to know what characters are good or bad. In some cases, characters who are objectively strong on their own team up with other characters who are objectively strong on their own and become even stronger. But the opposite effect can also happen, where weaker characters get an opportunity to shine if given the right supporting cast. For example, in the 2XKO Alpha Lab, Yasuo and Darius were a great team for producing insane block pressure, and Ahri's projectile assist was so good that many viewed her as a must-pick simply because she made every character's combo routes much better.
Ahri's not playing the same game the other characters are. Ahri is very much not my kind of character, but that assist, I can't say no because it's too dang good.
But maybe 2XKO's unbalanced because it's an alpha, or maybe there's something else in play.
Actually, tag fighters are insanely difficult to balance, and the subgenre has a reputation for just being a little bit degenerate.
It's actually like this degenerate.
This is a degenerate game.
Yeah, it's definitely a game for despicable people, which is what I like about it.
Since you're able to call in a second or even third character, tag fighters often feature long touch of death combos straight out of Kusoge.
And y'all know the deal. We're gonna see him later.
What the hell is even that?
Nasty mix-ups that are borderline unblockable, and abusable mechanics that can come off as kind of cheap.
Oh, what the hell? Cheap, cheap, cheap.
So if you end up getting hit by something insanely fucked up, you can just say, well, it's just a tag fighter thing. Still, in most cases, players learn to take the good with the bad. And even the most broken fighting games, like Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, are among the genre's most beloved.
So where did the idea for the tag fighter come from?
Well, in 1995, Capcom introduced Dramatic Battle Mode in Street Fighter Alpha: Warrior's Dreams. By entering a secret code, 2 players could control Ryu and Ken simultaneously to fight M. Bison. In future versions of Street Fighter Alpha, players were able to pick their character and their CPU-controlled partner, and this concept laid the groundwork for what would become the Tag Fighter. The first official Tag Fighters appeared in arcades in September of 1996. Capcom and SNK released 2 separate games within 2 weeks of each other that experimented with the concept. SNK's was Kizuna Encounter Super Tag Battle, which released on September 20th, and the other was Capcom's X-Men vs. Street Fighter, released on September 6th. Kizuna Encounter's tag mechanic was that you had to be standing in a designated tag area to swap characters, which sounds interesting until you get zoned out and can't even reach it. Kizuna Encounter never got that popular and was overshadowed by Capcom's X-Men vs. Street Fighter. It took a little while, but in the months following the game's release, popularity for the new Tag Fighter genre exploded, and so did the public's appetite for more Capcom vs. games. X-Men vs. Street Fighter grew into Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter and Marvel vs. Capcom, culminating in the 2000 release of
Marvel vs. Capcom 2: New Age of Heroes,
which many today consider to be one of, if not the greatest, fighting game of all time. Unfortunately, in the months and years following MVC2, fighting games across the board saw a decline in popularity. There were a few releases that did well, King of Fighters 11 and Tatsunoko vs. Capcom come to mind, but nothing like the fighting game craze in 1990s arcades. However, that all changed with the home release of Street Fighter 4 in 2009, and suddenly, people were getting excited about fighting games again. Then, in 2011, 2 Tag Fighters released that helped rejuvenate the genre and take it to new heights.
Get ready for the next battle.
Tekken Tag Tournament 2 and Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. There were so many broken characters in this game, both overpowered and utterly useless, that you just had to accept crazy stuff was going to happen all the time.
1.3 mil. Unbelievable!
For years, Marvel was one of the fastest, most exciting games around, and even if it wasn't exactly balanced, the FGC embraced it with open arms.
Oh my God! Just takes it! He takes it! He's got it! Unbelievable!
In the years following UMVC 3, games like Skullgirls and Power Rangers Battle for the Grid became cult classics.
Oh my goodness. Happy birthday.
It wasn't until around 2018 that anime fighting games latched onto the Tag Fighter genre and helped continue on its legacy. BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, a tag fighter from Arc System Works, has carried on the crossover tradition of tag fighters by incorporating characters from BlazBlue, Persona 4 Arena, Under Night in Birth, Ruby, and many other series. Guilty Gear Strive introduced a 3v3 mode, and boy is it broken.
That was so cheap. This is not real.
But the biggest anime tag fighter in modern times is Dragon Ball FighterZ, which was the de facto tag fighter representative on the EVO main stage from 2018 to 2023. Featuring your favorite Saiyans, Dragon Ball FighterZ uses beautiful ArcSys anime models and insane over-the-top action sequence to create a tag fighter that really sits in that pocket of high-speed, high-pressure gameplay that adheres to the dogma that if everyone is overpowered, no one is overpowered.
Which brings us to the modern day.
Will 2XKO be the massive hit many are hoping for, or will the tag genre be too much and scare away new players? Regardless of the outcome, its unique direction, which lets you team with friends, and the inclusion of an auto combo fuse will hopefully shake up what we can expect from tag fighters for years to come.
Thanks for watching. Let us know in the comments your thoughts about tag fighters and what 2XKO needs to do in order to succeed. If you like this video and want more fighting game content, check out our video about footsies in the link below.
Shout out and thanks to Cloud, Steph, B, Pass, Shampoo, and Yashichi for being top patrons of the channel. If you enjoyed the video, leaving a like, subscribing, and hitting the bell to stay up to date is much appreciated. My name is Jonah, thanks for watching.